I am so excited since today is the day that I finally get to start talking about the new introductions for 2027. I have been growing a lot of them, hiding them in the back. I couldn't talk about them because they weren't available. And we're gonna start with today's video. I'm gonna show you all of the brand new plants for Proven Winners. And we also have a surprise look at their brand new Proven Harvest collection. It's a whole collection of Proven Winners that are edible plants. You're gonna wanna stick around because we're gonna talk about those last, but let's get started. Here's the thing about new introductions. There are some flowers behind me that I'm really excited about, that I can't wait to plant in my garden. But at the end of the day, it's more about what you want, because I sell 5 to myself. But the idea is, how many of these do I need to grow for next year? Out of all the new selections that we have, which ones are your favorites? So please put down in the comments, tell me which ones, how you would use them. And I'm gonna start with one of my absolute favorites. I've grown, there's over 100 new varieties that I'm showcasing right now, but this is a new one from Proven Winners. It's called Felicia Sea Spray. I planted this, is in a 14-inch basket. I planted it middle of April, and I have not touched it. It's been in the back of the greenhouse. I haven't done a thing to it. Absolutely covered with flowers. It's great for pollinators. The bees are in here just loving on it. It's also supposed to bloom fairly early. It's what they would call day length neutral. In other words, you don't have to wait until the day length gets too long for it to start to bloom. So I'm thinking in the Northwest for early seasons, this flower is going to be a rock star right off the bat because it's going to be on the bench, full of flowers, ready to go. I'm really excited about this. I think it's going to be a beautiful flower, but I'm not exactly sure how to use it because it definitely has a very upright habit. It's going to be interesting to see what to pair it with, because I can definitely see, like, if I'm using this in a hanging basket, I could put some Silver Falls dichondra coming down through it. Maybe, let me grab this. This is another new introduction from Proven Winners. This is their new white lantana. But I think these two would be really pretty. It has a very kind of almost Easter vibe to it. You can also see it with some Goldilocks biddens, maybe a few petunias mixed in. So tell me, do you like this? Is this something that you could see in your garden? It's going to be easy to drop into a pot, a planter, use it in the landscape, use it in a hanging basket, full sun to part sun. It is definitely an annual. It will die during the winter time, but it's one of those things you just got to love her and let her go. But oh, I'm so excited about that. It's so pretty. Come on in. I want to show you this new double caliber. This is brand new for Proven Winners for next year. This is Super Bell's Double Mardi Gras. And I love the color pattern on it. Beautiful yellow, has a nice double flower to it. It also seems to have a pretty nice growth habit to it. Some Super Bells can be kind of scaffolding. They can kind of grow up. Lemon Slice does that. Grape Punch does that. This seems to be more kind of trailing over the side and down there, which I think makes it, it'll go with a lot more things. I think you can really pair this with a lot of different flowers. It's, to me, not the star of the show. It's not maybe as bold of a color pattern as some of their other caliber koas, but this one I'm excited about. I think it's really pretty, very unique color pattern. But they have another double caliber koa, and I don't. So these plants I got middle of April. Over here, these are some of the plants that I got just a couple weeks ago. I just planted them up. This is another one of their double caliber koas. This is Double Midnight Magenta. And I think this one has the potential to be a little bit more of a star of the show. And like, look, pair it with this brand new Ipomia. This one is Bewitched After Midnight. Really nice compact. Look how pretty that is. Oh, I can't wait to make a hanging basket with that. I think that is just going to be really nice. I love that deep saturated color. And this was kind of controversial to me. So I found out in their new trial pack that they have a new Vista bubblegum. And I was like, if it's not broke, don't fix it kind of thing. Like, it's our #1 selling petunia. Why would you have a new Vista bubblegum? It's supposed to be a little bit deeper of a color, has the same growth habit, same wonderful features that made Vista Bubblegum. And to be honest, I can't really tell a whole lot of difference. This is the brand new and improved, they're calling it Bubblegum 2, but I want to show you. It might be a little bit darker. This is a blossom I pulled up. This is a basket from last year, but I really can't tell of a whole lot of difference. It might look different in other parts of the country where you have a little bit more humidity and stuff, but the good news is it looks like the same old beautiful bubblegum that's just gonna keep going and looking fantastic. So it's gonna be great. They do have another petunia that's a new and improved, and they've improved Bordeaux, and I can definitely tell the difference on this one. So Bordeaux in the past I actually stopped growing it for my hanging baskets. The flower power was not as good. It was starting to get kind of rangy, like it'd send out these long runners. Sometimes the foliage was a little funky, but look at the growth habit on this. Again, I haven't pinched this, I haven't deadheaded this. I have just put the plants in the pot and let it go. Beautiful habit, beautiful color. I am super happy that they have improved this one because it's definitely looking a lot better. Lantana has been more and more popular in the Northwest just because as our summers seem to be getting hotter and drier, you're looking for annuals that are going to keep up all summer long. Lantana will do that for you. This is Vanilla Breeze. The habit on it is good. The color is white with that kind of yellow creamy center to it, which I like that contrast. It allows me to pair this with a lot of other flowers that will look really good with it. Again, I haven't pinched this. I've just put some plants in here and let it grow. Really well branched, lots of flower power. It's not going to take as much water as some other things. It's going to be really nice. They do have a new Nemesia. Nemesia for us in the Northwest does very, very well early on. As we get later into the summer, they just start to break down. This particular one is supposed to hold up better than any of the other varieties. It's still not great for the Northwest in the summertime. I saw this in the trials up in Washington. It seemed to be doing better than it was here. As we start to warm up, it just doesn't seem to be holding up as some of the others. Still nice, great fragrance, great for early spring. I just don't think it's great for the summertime. All right, come on in. This is their brand new fuchsias. They have 2 of them in the series, and most of the time with fuchsias, when I plant a fuchsia, I plant it and then I have to pinch it, and then it branches, and then we pinch it again, it branches again. I do that 4 or 5 times just to get a nice, tight, full fuchsia. I have not pinched this 1 time, and you can see how full it is, which is honestly very remarkable to me. If you were looking for a fuchsia for a container, this new series is going to be really, really good. Really full. I mean, it is just branching and blooming its little heart out. The blossoms definitely tend to go down, so you can't quite see them as much, which is why I'm thinking about maybe trying this in a mixed shade hanging basket with some other trailing components coming out of it, which I think will help. But I just love the habit of it. And I would really love some feedback if this type of fuchsia is a plant that you could see working into your kind of shade hanging areas or in the patio, like a covered porch or patio that gets shaded areas. I really think it's going to be good. Sometimes as a grower, certain flowers don't get me that excited, but as a consumer, they work really well for you. They're great. They perform well, and you really like them. This new salvia, this is Outshine Orchid. It's a beautiful plant. Again, I haven't pinched or done anything. Great for pollinators, drought-tolerant gardening, blooms long time all summer, checks a lot of boxes. I'm not sure that this is like a rock star that gets me excited like the Felicia did, but what do you think? Is this something that would work in your garden that you would be excited about? I could see it as a companion plant from the garden. You could plant this in the landscape. It would go well summer. They have 2 colors. There's Outshine Orchid and Outshine Red. Again, they're blooming their little hearts out. I'm just not sure how exciting they are, that they're gonna like jump off the bench. You can see we put them in 4-inch. They do look nice here. They're just, I don't know, they're just not exciting to me like some of the other flowers are. I don't know, I'd love some feedback. They do have a new coleus coming out next year. It has really cool texture to it. This is Pepper Flakes. I think this will look great for summer into fall. Really well branched, lots of foliage. I would guess this is going to take more sun too. It says full sun to full shade. It will take more sun than most coleus will, but this will be another really nice companion plant for a lot of your containers. I've been waiting. I wasn't allowed to talk about this, and I finally get a chance to share with you. We are one of a select group of growers across the country that are releasing, for the first time, the Proven Harvest. This is Proven Winter's new edible line. They've had a few in the past, but now next year this is really going to expand. They have a lot of cool things that are part of this program that will be for like there's different things about them. So let's kind of break it down. Let's start in the center here, Jessica. So they have this line of patio, and they're really nice plants in that if you're looking for a tomato for your patio, it's not going to get too big. Setting on, I mean, look at all of the fruit it's setting on. I planted this about 12 weeks ago, and the idea being that if you wanted something to put on your porch or patio, maybe you don't have a garden, maybe you're just in a condo, maybe you're going on vacation and can't dedicate a whole summer to growing tomatoes, these will grow, finish, give you a harvest in a much shorter time frame. And I mean, how nice it is to be sitting, I just look at all those tomatoes on there. So this is Patio Pour Yellow. It's Patio Pour Yellow, Patio Pour Orange, Patio Pour Red. I'm gonna grow all of these this summer and see about the flavor, see how they taste. We'll share with you as that keeps going. But for a patio collection, these are showing a lot of promise. I'm really excited about it. So this is Tiny Temptations Orange. And the thing about this, when you're talking about vegetables or fruit, they often measure what they call the brick count. The brick count tells you how much sugar's in it, and this one is off the charts. Super sweet. Think of your Sun Gold, Sun Sugar, like other kind of comparable ones. Really super sweet. Maybe a little bit more compact than like a Sun Gold tomato would be. So it'll go in a pot or container if you want. Can go in the ground. I'm also thinking like maybe a mixed planter with some other things around the side, and this coming up the top might be nice, but it's getting lots of tomatoes coming on, really high sugar content. I can't wait to try this one, Tiny Temptations Orange. There's another one over here I wanted to show you. This one has not set flowers yet. This is going to be Tempting Tomatoes. This is Rugby, and it's going to be a really nice meaty tomato. So it's just starting to set some fruit. Look at that guy in there. Think of like a really hardy Roma variety. Going to be a little bigger, indeterminate, which tomatoes are either determinate or indeterminate. Determinate means it's setting on all of its tomatoes all at once. Indeterminate means it's going to set on tomatoes throughout a period of time. This particular one is going to be indeterminate. And if you're looking for a really robust paste tomato, this one's going to be really cool. I'm excited to taste it and try it. But in addition to all these edible, there's some interesting things that are also ornamental. So this is a brand new kale. It's called Rainbow Candy Crush. And it definitely has more of like your fall kale ornamental look in that it has that really nice red coloring. A lot of the ornamentals won't get that red coloring until it gets cool at night. This one seems to be getting it a little bit earlier, but here's where the candy part comes in. It also has a really high sugar content within the leaves. So instead of getting that kind of bitter taste that you can get with kale sometimes, this one's going to be sweeter. So you get the ornamental look of looking really nice in your garden, and you can pick it and eat it, and it's going to give you a little bit of a more sugary, like if you're looking for kale chips, something like that. I'm excited to see what that is. But there's other ornamental ones. So they have a whole line of peppers. And I may have done these, like, so this one is Halloween Gold, and it looks like little yellow pumpkins. And then there's also a pumpkin, they're both pumpkin peppers. One's Halloween Gold, one is Spooky Red. And there's just starting to come on here. The pumpkin gold will start kind of this black and then warm to a gold, but I think growing these on your patio with like little pumpkin-like peppers hanging on them for fall, because fall is really when peppers really start to come in anyway. This would be really cool for fall. So, I mean, you can eat them, but I guess my question to you is it cool enough just to have them and have them there that you would buy it and plant it in your patio? It's a novelty. It's different. I think I'm going to do it. We've had several other customers come in today and they were like, I want that. Tell me, would you want it? They have some other just like good peppers. There is Galaxy Red, like a medium spicy. They have Mamba Orange, which is a nice sweet upright pepper. There's going to be others in the line too. They have a purple broccoli. They have a baby white cauliflower, which grows super quickly and sets on cauliflower pretty fast, which is nice. A smaller kind of like, who needs sometimes like a giant head of cauliflower all to yourself? But I'm kind of excited. And then part of now this question becomes, what size do I sell it in? What size would you buy it in, right? I think this patio collection of tomatoes, I kind of like this 1 gallon size. This is another one, Good Hearted Red. I had a grocery store chain in today looking at this that was just like, these beautiful chains of red tomatoes on there would look great outside the grocery store, because I think it'd be a nice impulse buy. But I like these in a gallon pot. I think we could sell some of the bigger tomatoes and starting in like a 4-inch, because this is more of a commitment, I think, to growing it through the summer. Not every day do you buy kale in a gallon pot. Like maybe you would buy smaller ones in there just to try it and see how it goes. There's a little baby eggplant in the collection. So many choices. There's so many different things to choose. I'm really excited about this collection. Please put some comments down on which varieties of tomatoes you would pick, if you would pick any of them, which ones would work, which ones you think would work into your current design for your patio, your landscape. But brand new collection from Proven Winners. Stay tuned because Jessica and me are going to update you as we go through the summer.